All right, back to reality today. This morning, running out of Daniel fast food. I have maybe one meal of rice left, a couple meals of potatoes, and just a few tortillas. So today is going to be a cooking day. Just eating breakfast after coming in from outside. I took some of my potatoes and fried them up, kind of making home fries, so to speak, and added in some yellow tomatoes, which are really good. And I'm going to eat it with guac. That was about 10 times better than the Chinese food I had last night. No joke. That was really, really good. Made that with some fresh tomatoes this morning. Just put the tomatoes in the last maybe minute of cooking them. I didn't put anything in the pan because they already had oil on them and everything. I just heated them and browned them just a little bit. And then had some guacamole on the side. Man, that was good stuff. So highly recommend that if you're planning to try something new in the mornings. That might be my new breakfast over oatmeal, just to get a little bit of something different every few days. So. Trying to figure out what I'm going to be eating for the next week, and this is my idea here. I'm a big fan of Chipotle. We don't really have one anywhere near where I live, and so what I'm trying to do is I have a lime and some cilantro and some rice, and then I have a bag of black beans. And so I'm going to try to make some black beans and some cilantro lime rice. I like to have at Chipotle, and we'll see how it turns out. And I will then be able to eat that through the whole week is what I'm thinking. And I'm going to make probably 2 more batches of tortillas. I'm going to try this Bob's Red Mill 100% stone milled whole wheat flour. So we'll see how that is. I'm assuming it's going to be good. I'm assuming like whole wheat flour is whole wheat flour, but I've tried a couple of different kinds from Walmart, and they were different. But that was when I was making regular bread. I don't think it matters quite as much for tortillas because they're not rising at all. We're not using any yeast because that's not allowed on the fast. But if you were using yeast, I know it makes a difference. But we'll see if it makes a difference for tortillas or not. So just doing my inventory, I'm trying to kind of go through and figure out, what else I can make. And so I still have a lot of broccoli left. I still have green onions, lettuce. I have some spinach up here. What else do I have? And I have a lot of salsa. I know I have another box of guacamole here somewhere. I still have a bunch of hummus, raisins. And so as I'm thinking through, I have a bunch of fruit left too, apples and oranges, more apples downstairs. There's kiwis in here. Have some tomatoes left from last week, and I got some more tomatoes last night. And I have all my potatoes and onions still too. What I'm trying to do is then try to make just staple foods like we're making here. Cilantro lime rice, black beans, and I'll have those things that I can then add to make burritos and whatever else. All right, so Abby and I are going to do a bunch of different things here. We're going to cut up all our salad greens. I got the beans already just pre-boiled, and we'll get those started. We're going to do our rice and cilantro and lime in the rice. And look who's already waiting for us outside. All those chickens just waiting for the scraps. So we'll get all our veggie scraps and take them out to them too. All right, I got my helper today. Ready? What are we gonna make?
Rice.
Rice? What else?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Can you point to some stuff and tell us what it is? That's the rice. What else? What's that?
Celery.
Green onions. What's that?
Pickle.
Cucumbers.
Cucumbers.
What else?
Rice.
I have a lot of teaching to do on what vegetables and kitchen ingredients are, I guess. Think they like Daniel Fast? I think they like Daniel Fast. They're much happier when it's warmer. You can be outside. guys. Crazy for that stuff. I don't know if they like cilantro. A lot of my cilantro was going bad, so we'll see, I guess. Check it going for the other stuff first. Check in here for eggs too. Check in here. 2 eggs. You guys all good? Enjoy it. One of the worst things now about having chickens is I get all these eggs and it's like free food, but can't eat it. So we've been giving away all of our eggs. If you're in the Katanning area and you need a dozen eggs, let me know in the comments and I'll get them to you. All right, now we're gonna get started on the tortillas. Get them mixed up. You can help? Okay, great. And we're going to make a double batch today, so we're gonna have 24 instead of 12, and that should last me for the rest of the Daniel fast, so that'll be a lot of help. Yeah, you like tortillas? You like making them too, huh? Love you. So, sometimes when you have a 3-year-old help you, it's a little messy. But we move on. I don't know what I did in my tortillas this time, but they're a little bit too moist. So I'm just putting a little bit of flour on the outside. I'm just gonna cover them with a regular towel instead of plastic wrap. Hopefully maybe lose a little bit of that moisture before I roll them out. That's it.
That's it.
All right, so this is what I end up with. I get my bowl of rice, bowl of beans. I got 2 packages of tortillas like this with 12 in each. And, well, not quite 12. I had to eat 2 because they were burned. So took one for the team there. I do want to give you a word of caution. The first year that I did the fast, it was quinoa and curry. And there's a bunch of other stuff in it. It sounded really, really good. Sounded like it was something that I would really like, and it turned out to be horrible. And we had made like a week's worth quantity of it, so it was just a big mistake to try something new in a large quantity, just because it's the Daniel fast, and you think, you know, of course I'll like that, but it doesn't always work out that way. So that's just my word of caution to you. I tried something new today, cilantro and lime rice, but I knew I already liked that. So even though it was the first time I made it, I knew I already liked it. And so I did make a large quantity, and I'm okay with that. And it is good. So I think we'll enjoy that over the next few days. Hopefully get me through the middle of the week, and I'll have one more big cooking day next weekend. And then Daniel Fast will be over a week after that. So also, I told you the other day, physically I'm past the fogginess, the sugar withdrawal, caffeine withdrawal wasn't an issue for me this year. So now it's just focusing now on the mental aspect of it. I'll be talking the next couple of days about, because now the cravings really begin, and the newness of the food for Daniel Fast wears off, and it turns into you're seeing chocolate everywhere and seeing cookies everywhere and all the things that you really begin to crave. So we'll talk a little bit more about that, and then the last week we'll really hammer on the spiritual side of things. So stick with me on these videos. I really appreciate you watching. If you hear kids screaming in the background, everyone's getting bathed tonight while I'm finishing this up. But I hope God is really blessing you through the fast. I know He's blessing me. I had some revelation tonight specifically, so I'll share that with you at church and maybe in the coming days in these videos, and we'll go from there. So you have a great night. God bless you, and we'll see you soon. Yeah.
Me.